Will Johnny Walker be cut if he gets his third knockout loss in a row this weekend in China? So, in case you didn't know, Johnny Walker is fighting Zhang Mingyang in Shanghai, and he's on a losing skid right now. He's lost his last two fights by KO. His two losses have been against Volkan Ozdemir and the current champion Magomed Ankalaev. And so, before Johnny Walker went on this up and down streak, he came into the UFC with a lot of hype. A lot of people were excited about him because he was this tall guy, 6'6", and he was extremely athletic. He could jump, flying knees. He had, the full arsenal. A lot of people were saying, this is the guy that's going to beat John Jones. So he has a few victories, and one time he does the worm and he messes up his shoulder, and then he comes back, and shortly after that, he has a few KO losses. He loses to Corey Anderson by KO. He loses another fight, and then he gets a couple wins here and there, but then he's now had the two consecutive KO losses in a row. And so I think he's at a point in his career now where this is a do or die for him, but the UFC is not doing him any favors. They're making him fly all the way to China. He's going to be fighting in enemy territory against Zhang Mingyang and against another fighter that has KO power. I mean, most people in the light heavyweight division can knock you out, but I mean, to fight Ankalaev and Volkan and now this guy in a row, it's going to be a tall order. But he's been training with John Kavanagh from Ireland, so Conor McGregor's coach, and the success hasn't been that great. I believe Johnny Walker has an Irish wife, so maybe that's why he decided to move his training camp there, or to move to that gym, SBG. But yeah, his record hasn't been too great, and I don't think it's gonna work out for him this weekend, unfortunately. I'm taking Zhang Mingyang in the main event, and if he loses by KO, which I'm predicting, Johnny Walker to lose by KO, then I think it might be done for him. I know he's Brazilian, I know he's exciting, and the UFC likes to go to Brazil every year because they, want to continue to grow that market, and they can bring Johnny Walker there. He has an audience, but I just think in terms of fighter safety, then if it's 3 KO losses in a row, I don't want to see him fight anymore. Just because, for his own health. No one wants to see him have like all these KO losses in the UFC, and a lot of people mock him that when he gets knocked out, just like Looney Tunes style, And just off the top of my head, Jamal Hill's knocked him out, Corey Anderson's knocked him out, Volkan Ozdemir's knocked him out, Magomed Ankalaev has knocked him out. So it's like, how many more knockouts do we need to see? From Johnny Walker before we realize okay, we might need to pump the brakes or stop his UFC career from continuing. So I wish him all the best. I obviously want to see him win this weekend, but if I'm a betting man, I'm putting my money on Zhang Mingyang. Well, let me know in the comment section below. Do you think Johnny Walker's career in the UFC is about to come to an end this weekend, or do you think he's ready for a bounce back? He's in the rankings right now. I think he's ranked number 11, which I kind of find weird that he's still in the rankings, but whatever. But yeah, please let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.